Aloha! We've got a short yoga sequence to activate the legs and the core, and we'll end with some exciting pivots on the feet to test our warmed up legs and hips. So start by turning to the left and come down to a tabletop position. Tuck the toes under and make some big circles with the hips. And notice how as the hips come back, the feet, the plantar fascia, the bottom of the feet start to stretch a little bit. You don't have to go very far if the bottom of the feet feel tight. Let's circle in the opposite direction. And then slowly send the hips back, push down into the legs as you drive the hips forward, stacking one vertebra at a time, nice and slow. Head and neck are going to come up last. And then flatten the feet under. Scoop the air up with the arms as you send the hips up, kneeling chair. Take a couple of pulses here. And notice how pushing down into the legs helps you get a lot of strength into the core as you rise up. And now we're going to add on a little bit of lunging. So the next time you shift back, bring weight into the right shin, and then as you roll up, step the left foot forward. Back to our kneeling chair, and then switch to the other side. And the more control you have in the core, the lighter the foot tap will be in front of you. So see if you can control that articulation through the hip socket. We'll do one more either side, and we'll stop with the right foot in front. So with the right foot in front, push down into the legs. Nice short lunge here so the hips are right over the knee. This allows our psoas to really relax without strain. Push down into the legs and slowly lengthen up through the front of the body. And then release forward, extending through the back line and reach between the space of foot and knee. Push down into the feet to slowly rise up. And imagine you've got a TheraBand connected to your left hip. Pull the TheraBand as you spiral open just a little bit. And then reverse. Go back the way you came, reaching into that space. And then push down into the leg. Pull the TheraBand, crossing right arm to hip in a big stretch. One more. And the next time you come forward, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, and slowly glide the right foot back to meet the left. We'll start that sequence over on the other side, so make some nice circles with the hips. Perhaps it's becoming more comfortable to send the hips further back, further to the side. And then center the weight, hips over knees, push down to slowly rise up one vertebra at a time. And then crease at the hips, kneeling chair. Take a couple of pulses, and then we'll add on those lunges. So this time shift the weight into the left knee, and as you bring the hips up, the right foot comes with you. Take a couple of pulses like that with as much control as possible, which might mean moving a little slower. It does take quite a lot of balance, so it's fine to focus your attention on a drishti. Reaching the arms out to T can help more with balance. So if this is particularly challenging, feel free to do that. And the next time you land on the left side, pause there. We'll do the same thing on the second side. So hips right over the knee. Let the sits bones drop. Front of the hip opens. Gently sweep the arms up, just creating a little bit of space in the front of the body. And then melt forward. So the pelvis tips. The spine follows. Reach between foot and knee. And then push down into the feet to slowly stack one vertebra at a time. Now grab that invisible TheraBand, left hand, right hip. Slowly stretch that TheraBand, spiraling open to the left, but you really shouldn't feel this in the left shoulder. And then reverse the way you came and reach between foot and knee. And take a couple of these on your own, feeling the connection of the front of the body, the right hip, internal obliques up to the external obliques on the opposite side, all the way through that left arm. So we can really get a lot of strength in that spiral of our core. And the next time you come up, pause there, bring fingertips behind the ears as if you were going to do a crunch, and slowly start to curl in towards the left leg. Notice the strength on the left side of the body. Squeeze the body into the thigh and try hovering the back knee. If that's not comfortable, you can press into the ground and come up really nice and slow. But if it feels good, try pushing into the left foot, pivoting the feet to the right as you come up. Drop the arms and we'll go the other way. So soften the knees, pivot the feet to the right, slowly bend the knees as you crunch, squeezing body to thigh, and then lower the left knee, let the body melt. And we'll repeat that a couple of times, side to side. So as you squeeze body to thigh, hover left knee, power into the feet, pivoting them to the left, and then go the opposite direction. You can stay high, especially if it's challenging on the knees. You don't have to go all the way down, but you can still play with this strong core spiral. And after going to the right, the next time you're balanced, you can pause at center, take a couple of breaths, notice the weight and the feet. And we're just going to close with a nice, easy forward fold. So shift the weight into the left foot, drag the right foot in, shift weight back and forth, pawing out the mat with the feet. And then bend the knees, crease the hips, sweep the arms open, Utkatasana, melt the body over the thighs. Head hangs heavy. Shift the weight from foot to foot, letting the pelvis shift, and notice how the spine naturally sways. And then center the weight, bring extra weight into your heels, drop the sits bones, and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And just pause at the top and notice any newfound awareness and support in the body.